Hello, my name is Robert Barr, and I'd like to recommend my course on the value of the rule of law. To God, obedience to authority is second only to the value of life. Without life, nothing else matters. However, life must have limits in order to reduce conflict and ensure peace and happiness. Many people today look around them and wonder how the world got in such a mess. There's violence in the streets, treachery in the nation's capital, constant attacks against police, and mass killings by gunmen. Those things were almost unheard of outside of the inner city when I was young. The fact is that we are engaged in a culture war between two opposing philosophies. While it seems to be a recent problem, it really began in the Garden of Eden. God gave man free will so that he could manage all that God created. In order for man to have free will, he had to have a choice. So God set a tree in the garden and told Adam not to touch it. God set before man the choice of life or death, but urged man to choose life. Satan, however, told Eve that God was withholding something from them, and without it they could not be truly happy. While both God and Satan promised happiness, only God could deliver. Both those who follow God and those who follow man's natural desires say the same thing. However, they mean two different things, and that difference in meaning will have serious consequences. Which one we choose to follow is just as important in how we value the rule of law as it is in how we value life. I understand a great deal about leadership and governing organizations. I'm an ordained pastor and a licensed social worker and have taught sociology at nearby colleges. I've also had a great deal of leadership experience. I was in Boy Scouts for 10 years as a scout and rose to the position of junior assistant scoutmaster. Since we had no regular adult leaders, I was in charge of the troop most of the time. I later served 10 years as scoutmaster. I've also served in administrative positions in a number of organizations and places where I worked. I learned early that many people are like sheep. They follow someone who seems to know where they're going. Unfortunately, they need to be careful that they are not led astray by unscrupulous leaders. This course compares the various aspects of law under God and under man's direction. It also explores life without God. It explores how God relates to the rule of law, how we reach maturity, the source of conflict today, and how we should relate to those in authority. I hope that you will join me for the course. Thank you.